Good evening, gentlemen. I am Christopher Lee, and I will be your dungeon master for our gothic horror adventure, Curse of Strahd. Tonight, I will be utilizing the Curse of Strahd companion guide from the DM's Guild by Wyatt Troll. I believe this resource will help make our campaign more immersive and intense. I recommend exploring his other materials available on the DM's Guild. Additionally, 5 individuals will participate in our campaign this evening. How are you doing, gentlemen?
I am generally excited to try a gothic horror campaign. What has been Jay doing lately anyway?
Yeah. He hasn't contacted us lately after session 1.
He has had trouble trying to maintain payment of certain programs for his Dragon of Icespire Peak campaign. He said to expect a reboot.
Well, that generally sucks. Why is that?
Trying to retry how to format the video so I can focus less on too much token animation and focus on art to get our sessions out faster.
Well, your viewers are concerned about you, Jay. Don't give up.
Thanks, guys. I will be editing your campaign sessions for now. Christopher is a legendary dungeon master.
That's quite the compliment, Jay. But it is true. I have been playing for quite a long time. So, you will get a true, authentic experience playing this fan-favorite module in my table. Now, I know Jay called you all to have a session 0 with him a week ago without it being recorded. But why don't we introduce our characters for this tale?
I'll go first.
Typical.
Should have been faster than that. Sleepy ass. Anyway, I will be playing a human paladin named Donovan Hargrave. Donovan is a nobleman from the city of Waterdeep who loves money, fame, and adventure. He heard about some strange activities going on near Daggerford and decided to take a wagon there. Hearing more about some monsters and creatures, he took a wagon to his next destination to be the hero he was destined to be. He is a fearless, dominant, confident man who likes to be a leader.
Yeah, so your normal paladin characters, as usual.
Excuse me, but no. I am going to be a team player. You saw how I was in Dragon of Icespire Peak. Trust me, Jay is our editor, so he and Sir Christopher have permission to let me know if I do something stupid.
Aw, he's softening up.
Don't push it, George.
Well, I will go next if you guys don't mind. I will be playing a high elf named Jorindel Falinhill. Jorindel is a cleric of Lathander who lives in Daggerford, hearing about some ghosts and monsters in the region, especially some strange mists taking people away. He hopped on a caravan ride to head to Mordenshire to see why strange hauntings are happening on the road and spread the light in the darkness.
Very good. Who wants to go next?
I think I will.
I will go next.
Bill, shoot, man, what are you doing here?
Yeah, I thought Ben was going to be joining us tonight.
Ben had gotten his schedule filled with running too many games, so I invited Bill to come join our game. Did you least write up your character?
About an hour before I got here. But let me introduce you to Viral Kleindor. Viral is a silver dragon-born warlock who is from the city of Neverwinter. His patron Hadar told him about finding great power within the mist below Daggerford. Seeking opportunity, he jumped on a caravan to go there right away.
It is simple, but it works.
As I was saying, I will be playing Barak Oberamus. Yes, it sounds like me, and I don't care.
That's a cope.
Barak is a tiefling bard who lives in Phandalin. Wanting to spread joy and music to the Sword Coast, he hopped on a caravan to play music with his lute and tell tales of all he had seen or heard from many adventurers. Last destination was Daggerford, and he plans to keep heading south, then out west with more tales to tell.
A bard? Really, Barry? How did you go from fighter to lame in an instant?
Hey man, don't diss the bard. It is one of my main classes.
I remember Bill managed to avoid an entire fight of a goblin army by creating a cult with the goblins by a made-up deity named the Cave Mother.
I forgot about that. I kept using minor illusion to create a feminine voice to convince the goblins that it was real. Good times and so damn funny.
I don't understand you guys sometimes with how you avoid combat.
Alrighty, boys, let me tell you about my dwarf fighter, Gorham Dubrek Stonebrow.
At least George knows that frontline classes are the best.
I like being a ranger, but I figured we need some firepower in the front. Anyway, Gorim, a soldier from Neverwinter, was deployed to defend Leon. After receiving a letter from Lord Neverwinter, we investigate mysterious mists causing disappearances. He traveled south from Daggerford, where the disappearances were most active. As a strategic thinker, Gorim focused on planning to prevent these incidents.
Very good, gentlemen. Without any further ado, remember that you aren't only heroes, but victims of the mists.
Should I be concerned?
The caravan has been on the road for over a fortnight now. Having left Daggerford in the west, bound for Mordenshire, you have another 2 weeks to go. 2 long weeks, and except for brigands and bad weather, you have found no foes on the eastward road. It has been dull. You have passed by bogs and forests choked with silence, suffered grueling rains that left you wanting for warmth and better wages, but other than the occasional broken wagon wheel, there have been no incidents. The most excitement you've had this week was when a group of cheerful humans joined the caravan. They identify as Vistani. Despite the foul weather, they have maintained great spirits. Their colorful wagons have tailed the convoy each night. Without them, the caravan would have drowned in tedium. It is this night, when the moon above is bright and pregnant, that you find yourself on guard duty, and as others dine on buck and hare, you hear sweet music drift out from the Vistani's fire. Gentlemen, what do you do?
How many Vistani are there that have been following us?
About 12 were following you, and should mention you have been staffed with 8 guards to protect your caravan. So, in total, there are 20 people with you.
What is the Vistani doing right now?
They are playing music and dancing around the fire, drinking and being happy with one another.
Donovan is going to get off the caravan, stretch his arms, and speak. Man, this road trip has been taking forever. Also, those Vistani people are too cheerful for a ride down the road.
Veril gets off from the caravan and responds to Donovan. I agree. What's up with these guys? I never seen them before.
Well, I am going to go over there and get to know them. I am sure they don't seem harmful.
Barak, you are always too friendly. I will come with you, just in case.
Don't listen to old Gorim, Barak. I wouldn't mind telling tales and getting to know the Vistani. I begin to walk over to their fire.
Same here.
I will go with them, to make sure nothing happens.
I will look to Viral and speak. Guess we should catch up with them.
Might as well. If I don't, I am going to be bored.
So, the 5 of you are going to talk to the Vistani.
Sounds like it?
As you approach their fire, you see many of them singing and dancing, but you see 3 of the Vistani trying to prepare a meal to eat for dinner. One of them, an older gentleman with short grey hair and a beard, wave over to you all. Come forth, come forth. Share our warmth and wine. Speak your name, sip your fill, and become a friend of the Vistani.
Well, it is nice to meet you, sir. What is your name and who are you people?
Barak? That kind of sounds racist. Shame on you.
Donovan, I was just interested to know the Vistani. I wasn't trying to be racist.
Yes. Forgive our acquaintance Donovan here. He can be a bit judgmental at times.
We all have our parts. I am Stanimir. I am the eldest, so I must speak for our people here. My son, Ratka, is the strongest, so he must face the wilds. My daughter, Damia, is quite the sentry, clever, perceptive. We are travelers, or refugees, perhaps. We hail from a beautiful land to which we dare not return. The roads are the only kingdom we have left, and to wander them is our birthright.
Where are you headed? We are headed east to Mordenshire.
We, too, are headed east. Perhaps not to Mordenshire, as so many here are, but if there is coin to be made, we will gladly soldier on.
Hey, Stanimir, you said the Vistani come from a valley. What is this valley called?
Stanimir stands from the fire. We hail from a land called Barovia.
Tell us about this beautiful valley. I like to learn about different tales and spread them far and wide.
Stanimir tosses another log upon the fire. Allow me to share with you a tale in which the Vistani saved the life of a prince. He was tall, regal, handsome, and disgraced. His family had suffered insult after insult, and his great and genial father was too wary of war to discipline his vassals or silence his foes. He forbade his son from war, and yet when King Barov passed, it was his eldest that took up the sword and the banner and set out to conquer his foes. He was merciless. He gathered his vassals and executed those who would not bend the knee. He set forth his levies raised to raise the holdings of all those who stole or disparaged his noble house those past 3 decades. Yet for all his tactical brilliance and rapacity, he was only a mortal man. After one disastrous defeat, he staggered into a Vistana's camp, bloodied but not broken. Our people treated his wounds and shared our wine with him. We took him in as one of our own. We promised to take him home, and his enemies, they hunted him, but we refused to give him up, for he had shared with us bread and wine and mirth. Even when their assassins fell upon us, we did not yield. We did not, for a Vistana's heart is of amber, and her courage is steel. After many weeks, we delivered the prince home. Together we shed blood and shared love. He thanked us and said, "I owe you everything. For as long as I rule, you may come and go as you please. Stay for as long as you wish, leave when you choose, and know that you will always have a place in Barovia." Stenimir smiles at you. "Ah, but that is ancient history. I have spoken too long, and I wish to slake my thirst with wine and new tales. Tell me of your own people, travelers. Share as the prince did."
Well, my name is Jorindel. I am a cleric from Daggerford. I worked at the Temple of Lathander before I came on the road.
I am Viral, a warlock from Neverwinter. I traveled to seek power far and wide. That's all you need to know.
I'm Donovan, a noble paladin from the grand metropolis of Waterdeep. I got to meet one of the many heroes that saved Baldur's Gate many years ago. Gale the Wizard. He had plenty of ambition.
I am Barak, a bard from the town of Phandalin. I like to sing and tell tales, or listen to them.
And I am Gorham, a soldier from Neverwinter, deployed to the town of Leylon. I was sent by the Lord Protector to come with this caravan.
My, oh my, you have quite the tales. It is nice to meet all of you.
The pleasure is ours as well. Now, if you excuse me, I am going to get some rest. I am going to leave the Vistani and go back to my campfire and begin to lay on my bedroll.
Sounds good. All righty, you go to your bedroll, where there are a few commoners sitting close to the fire. As the moon climbs ever higher, a cold mist rolls into the camp, clinging to your ankles like a frightened child. Its cold caress leaves a shiver upon your spine. Tucking yourself deeper into your cloak, you notice the trees begin to shake, but there is no wind tonight. As you gaze at the tree line, a leaf flutters down from above. You look up and stare deep into the yellow eyes of a slavering beast. The first howl freezes your blood. The second, unleashed by another beast on the opposite side of camp, sends you into flight. The screams are already loose now. The howls are the backbone of this new chaos. Travelers scream and guards rush to the front lines, but the beasts have already found purchase. The werewolf above pounces.
Shit. Werewolves. I Eldritch blast the werewolf in front of me.
Roll to attack.
Damn, this went to 0 to 100 so fast. I will try to protect children near the campfire.
I will go to Viral to make sure he is safe.
Barak gets nervous by the bloodshed. He hides behind the caravan out of sight of the werewolves.
I will go with Barak and scream, "We need to get back now."
I rolled a 9 plus 6. That is a 15 to hit.
That just hits.
That is 4 points of force damage.
You blast the werewolf as it ignores the pain and devour its fangs into the commoner next to you. The screams get drowned by the blood drooling from her mouth. Suddenly you see 5 more werewolves run out of the mist and begin to devour more of the Vistanian commoners, including Stenimir. The guards begin to form a line and scream to all of you, "Run, we will hold them off, go."
No, I should stand and fight with you.
Forget that. We need to get away from these beasts and make a plan to fight them back. I begin to run into the forests.
Barak sees Varil run into the woods and soon chases after him.
Jorindel will follow Barak into the woods. I am right behind you, Barak. Don't stop running.
Donovan sees what's going on and points to the werewolves. He speaks to them. "I swear upon this day, I swear my oath of vengeance unto you vile creatures. I will find you and you will be slayed by the greatest paladin that ever lived. Then I will turn and head into the forest."
You all run into the forest, and the mist begins to thicken the deeper you delve. Deeper into the mists you go. driven forth by distant beasts whose howls continue to haunt the forest. Every so often you hear another sob, scream, or prayer as yet another victim falls prey to the wolves. On you go, unable to know just how many have died and how many of the beasts are still tracking your scent. The mists swallow you whole, delivering you to a dreary white realm steeped in dusk, and such a sight stops you in your tracks, for was it not closer to midnight when the wolves first attacked?
Strange. I swear it was just midnight. How did the sun come up?
Perhaps it is the blessing of Lathandar. The light has come to drive away the lichens.
Maybe, but time doesn't change in the snap of one's fingers. Something isn't right.
Well, I don't feel safe in these forests. Even if we ran out here together, we are sitting ducks at this point.
Howls can be heard in the distance as they slowly get closer to your location.
Come on. Let's not stand here any longer. We must keep going. Come on.
Okay, folks? Let's keep running.
You keep running and you eventually see a dirt road in the distance. You catch the scent of death in the air. The foul scent leads you to a human corpse, half buried in the underbrush about 15 feet from the road. The young man appears to be a commoner. His muddy clothes are torn and raked with claw marks. Crows have been at the body, which is surrounded by paw prints. The man has obviously been dead for several days. He holds a crumpled envelope in one hand.
I reach down and pick up the letter, open it and read it. What does it say?
You open it, and this is what it says. Hail thee of might and valor, I, the burgomaster of Barovia, send you honor with despair. My adopted daughter, the fair Irina Koliana, has been bitten by a vampire these past nights. For over 400 years, this creature has drained the lifeblood of my people. Now my dear Irina languishes and dies from an unholy wound caused by this vile beast. He has become too powerful to conquer. So give us up for dead and encircle this land with the symbols of good. Let holy men call upon their power, that somebody may contain the devil within the walls of weeping Barovia. Leave our sorrows to our graves, and save the world from this evil fate of ours. There is much wealth entrapped in this community. Return for your reward, after we are all departed for a better life. Kolian Indirovich, Burgomaster.
I'm starting to think this Barovia isn't the beautiful valley Stanimir made it sound like.
I hope we can figure where this village is soon. Perhaps we should get on the road.
Sounds like the only safe option. Let's keep going.
As you make it to the road, you are surrounded by trees that you do not recognize earlier while you were on the road. Black pools of water stand like dark mirrors in and around the muddy roadway. Giant trees loom on both sides of the road, their branches clawing at the mist. You walk about 8 miles as the fog spills out of the forest to swallow up the road behind you. Ahead, jutting from the impenetrable woods on both sides of the road, are high stone buttresses looming gray in the fog. Huge iron gates hang on the stonework. Dew clings with cold tenacity to the rusted bars. 2 headless statues of armed guardians flank the gate, their heads now lying among the weeds at their feet. They greet you only with silence.
By the bright sun of Lathandar, this gate is massive.
Sir Christopher, how old do these gates seem to be?
Roll a history check to find out.
I roll a 10 plus 2. That is 12 for history.
These walls are too old to determine the age. Also, the armor that these giant buttresses are wearing, armor that looks different than what you have seen back in the Sword Coast.
I respond to the party. This wall has to be super old. It is hard for me to determine. I am guessing it has to be hundreds of years old, but that is my guess.
Well, this wall is imposing. Do you think it is to keep something out or keep something in?
What do we see past the gate?
There is a bit of fog showing light obscurity, but you can see it leading to the top of a little hill. The forest seems to end at the end of the gate.
We should keep going before the werewolves catch up. I am going to move toward the gate.
As you move closer to the gate, it begins to swing open, screeching as the hinges move. Right as you all go through, you hear screaming behind you. Coming out of the mist are 5 figures you recognize. First, you see Damir running out of the mists. Second, you see Ratka. Then you see a dwarven jeweler you guys talked to on your trips named Torg Ironhide. And finally, a human mother with her teenage son, whose names escape your tongues. You must act quickly. What do you all do?
I begin to run through the gate and shout, "Come on, we need to get in to close the gates on the werewolves."
Sir Christopher, would we be able to get everyone in time before the gates close?
Give me either an investigation or acrobatics check.
I will roll for acrobatics. Shit. I got a 3, plus 5. I got 8 total for my roll.
Gorim, you are not sure you will be able to save everyone. Also, the gates are not closing on their own.
Shit. Guys, we need to close the gate.
Okay, everyone, close the gates. We should close right as some of the people are able to get in.
Do you all want to close the gates?
Sounds like the only way to get these werewolves off our backs. Viral doesn't care who lives or dies.
I hope we are able to save some of the people out there.
Only one way to find out. Gentlemen, give me a group athletics check with advantage, since you are all trying to close the gate together.
I got a 19 plus 1, giving me a dirty 20.
That is a 16 plus 6, making my athletics a 22.
17 plus 5 gives me 22 as well.
14 minus 1 gives me 13 on my roll.
I got 2 18s minus 1, giving my roll a 17 total.
Excellent. 4 of you got more than a 15, which is a success. You all push with your might to close the massive gates. The hinges screech your ears as the gates close ever slowly. And Donovan, with a 22, you manage to pull in one behind the gate before they close. Damir, Stanima's daughter. The rest run to the gate, pleading and crying for help before the werewolves make their prize. It is a horrid scene as Damir watches her brother get clawed and chewed apart by the savage beasts. She cries out for Ratka as tears fall down her cheeks.
I grab her shoulder and scream. There is no time to mourn yet. We must move now.
She looks offended after you told her that she did not have time to mourn, but she nods under the stressful situation you are all in. She speaks.
We should not be here. We are going to die in Barovia.
No, we won't damn you. With the prayers of Lothendar, his light will guide the way. He will lead us to safety.
Let us not give up hope. I am sure we can find a town or shelter soon enough. We just need to keep going and get away from those werewolves.
We will protect you on your way. Helm's blessings will bring justice on those damned monsters.
Donovan is right. We are together in this dangerous journey. We should keep moving. Sir Christopher, what do we see ahead down the road?
You look beyond, and you see an expanding field of flat grassland. The field is shrouded in mist, obscuring your vision. Shelter could be down this derelict, lonely road.
Come on, everyone. We cannot turn back now. I walk down the road, we'll keep going until we see a town.
I will follow behind Beryl.
As you hear the screams and cries of those left behind the gate to perish, you walk for 12 miles. Crushing silence thunders as you chase the day's dying light westward. The last fingers of the sun pulling behind distant mountains. The mist is everywhere, depriving you of any vision. You're lucky enough to catch sight of your boots as they crack against the gravel road. A distant sound gives you pause. Laughter, children's laughter. It comes more distinctly. A young boy shouting, "Give it back!" in fetal rage. His cries are answered by a girl taunting, "Jump for it, Thorn, jump! No fair!" The boy fumes, as what can only be his sister continues to laugh. Pushing through the mists you see it, a lone manor of whitewashed brick. Its windows are dark, but the portico's lamps illuminate a pair of young children, busy roughhousing. They freeze at the sight of you. With the little boy clutching her sleeve, the girl croaks,
Hi, are you lost?
Okay, over the table for a second. I don't like this one bit.
Me neither. But what else are we supposed to do? Plus, my character would not mind approaching the children and let them know what is going on.
Plus, we found shelter. Perhaps we can long rest here until we get to town.
I am sure these kids would not mind if I played my lute once we get inside.
Shelter sounds nice, but I agree with George. Why would kids play out here in this eerie and bleak place?
Right, Bill? This is strange.
Well, I approach the two and lean down to them and say, why, yes, we do not know where we are at the moment. We are heading down the road to see if there is a town.
I walk next to Joranel and ask, what's your name? I am Barak, and this is my friend, Joranel.
It is nice to meet you, miss.
The girl nods and holds onto her brother.
It is nice to meet you. I am Lady Rosavalda of House Durst.
The boy coughs up.
I'm Thorn, young Lord Thornbolt of House Durst.
Greetings, young Lord Thornbolt and Lady Rosavalda of House Durst. I am Donovan Hargrave of Waterdeep, the City of Splendors. May I ask?
Can you help us with the monster?
I'm sorry, did you just say monster?
Yes, there's a monster in our basement.
Yeah, I don't like the sound of that.
Oh no, that is terrible. Where are your parents?
Our father had business in the village, and mother is away in Valaki.
Okay, Donovan is a little pissed that these kids are left alone. I say, who are your parents and why would they leave you two alone?
Our father is Lord Gustav of House Durst, and mother is Lady Elizabeth of House Durst. We are left with our nursemaid, Miss Furcha, to watch over us and our baby brother, Walter. Father told Miss Furcha to make us fish for dinner.
Mommy doesn't like Miss Ferica.
Shh,
Why does your mother not like Miss Fareka?
because she laughs at all of father's jokes.
Uh-huh.
Young Lord Thornbolt, can you tell us about this monster? What does it look like?
I have not seen it, but its name is Lorgoth. Its name came to me in my dreams.
Mother and father say that Lurgoth is a figment of Thorn's imagination. But I know what I've heard at night. I heard it gibbering through the pipes, and I asked Miss Fearchaw to look in the basement. She wouldn't disappear like that. The monster must have gotten loose.
Rosavalda looks as if she is clearly riddled with guilt.
Farrell is suspicious and wants to incite Rosavalda.
Okay, roll for insight.
I got an 18.
With an 18, you see Rose is trying to be strong for her brother. She is standing up straight, but far too stiffly. Her right hand, the hand opposite to Thorn, is clenching nervously.
These children look too scared.
Well, you guys look like the heroic type. You should help them. You saved me, so you should be able to save the children from the monster.
Damia's right. We can help the kids out and then take a rest after helping them.
Yeah, we should do something good. Let's not run away like we did with those werewolves. I am sure we can stop this monster easily. Let's go, guys. I begin to march towards the house.
I say to the children, the Morning Lord will watch over you in these dark times. We will be right back.
Do you all want to go inside the manor?
Might as well.
Yeah, I will go inside.
As you approach the entrance, you see a rusted, wrought iron gate that rattles in the wind, lit by two hanging oil lamps that flicker in the dark. Although the wind moans like a neglected child, all you hear within the manor is swollen silence. On the lintel above the door, you spot an inscription written in a barbed but regal script. Does anyone understand Draconic?
I do.
The script says, "Enter and be welcome."
I don't like how innocent that text is.
How do the children look as we are about to enter their house?
They give you the two oil lamps, and Rose says one more thing.
Find my baby brother. His crib is on the 3rd floor. And Miss Fioreccia, find her too. The monster?
Gripped with fear, she deigns not to end that sentence. With that, we will end our first session here. Thank you for playing, gentlemen. We will continue this session next time. Until then, remember, you're not only heroes, but victims of Barovia.